Wait. Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just checked like right before I went live, so I have both of them like on the actual what's it called? Like as like sources to actually stream to, but it only lets me choose one instead of choosing both. Because before it would allow me to choose both, but now it just doesn't.
I don't think I see. And Tatiana was telling me that that was the case with her before, that you can't stream to two separate RTMP servers. So we can sort this out later. Just go ahead and just don't use the 12-ounce one. Just use ours.
Okay.
And then uh, if you can record it, you can record it. We can upload it to him so he can play it later. Um,
Do you think that we
and
could do that? Like send them like the YouTube, like your YouTube, like the GT
we'll
Champions
figure it
YouTube
out
file?
later. We'll figure it out later. Just go to our GTC channels and not worry about 12-ounce sports right now. I can actually get it to restream from the restream account later. I just don't have time because Quali starts in like 30 seconds. So
It starts right
I
now.
know.
The lobby's up.
Okay, I gotta go then.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, love you, man. Bye.
See ya. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to kick off the Porsche Cup for GT Champions? I am extremely excited to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road, but of course, we have the intro video, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be starting right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GT Champions, ladies and gentlemen, as we are back at it again, but instead of the World Cup, as of course it ended a few weeks ago, almost about a month it feels like, but now it is the GT Champions Porsche Cup that we find ourselves here today. Very excited to get this show on the road. Now, I want to remind you guys that the GT Champions Porsche Cup has been presented by the RWB Racing Team and is powered by the High Pre Company. Of course, if you guys don't know who High Pre are, please listen to this quick description. So, High Pre is an international esports team based in Mexico where their members have experience in the real life racing scenarios, ladies and gentlemen, from coaching to design to photography, FIA, administration, and of course, real racing. And a special thanks to them, not just for only powering the GT Champions Porsche Cup, but all of the graphics here tonight made by the High Pre team. Thank you guys so much for building GT Champions up, and I hope that we've done the same for you. Visit gtchampions.com for any info and stats about the Porsche Cup and all of our past experiences as well. And of course, with High Pre, please make your way to the High Pre both on Instagram and Twitter so you're notified on any notifications and just news about the team. Beautiful group of people. And also visit their website, www.highpre.com.mx, to see what exactly they are all about. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as we find ourselves here for the Porsche Cup, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting one, as the layout is a bit different than what you would expect. So, on the screen now, we actually have the qualifying format. So we're going to be having 3 heat races tonight, as from P1 to P5. On all 3 of those races, we'll be making their way towards Division 1, where I will be doing the commentary throughout the season. P6 to P10 will be in Division 2, and P11 to P13 will be down in Division 3, of course. And it's going to be good racing that we are going to expect. All of these details are on the GT Champions website of gtchampions.com for info and stats, and also for more details and stream information as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, we do find ourselves here at the Autodrome Lago I always mess up the pronunciation of this. Autodrome Lago Maggiore. That's what I'm gonna say. I know it's wrong, and I do apologize. But today is April 30th, and we are here to kick off Heat Race 1 of 3. And this is gonna be a good one. 2 times the fuel, 2 times the tires. Is going to be an hour-length race with a grid start with light damage as well. The available tires from the maximum racing softs to the minimum of wet tires. Weather forecast as well: a predictable sunny day for racing in Italy, mostly sunny with a few scattered clouds, and it's going to be nice and warm, so 0 chance of the rain, so we could be seeing a complete dry race, and we are very excited to kick this off. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get this show on the road. Very excited for this one. Very excited. But let's see now. Let's see how these drivers take it now. Of course, for the Porsche Cup, of course, everyone will be using their beautiful custom-designed Porsches out there today. And Maggiore is how I pronounce it. Alright, thank you so much in the chat. I'm actually looking at the chat as well, just to see how everyone is doing. And we don't have it live streamed right now, but if you are in the future, I want to welcome all of our fans from the 12 Ounce Sports Network as well. So really appreciate all of the support from everyone back at home, from everyone in the Discord, and everyone who is making GT Champions the way it is today. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have to go down to the lobby, and I'm very, very excited for this one, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long time since I've done a commentary in GT Champions, and it was an extraordinary one. I'm glad that they enjoyed it and have me back here again. But as we find ourselves now on the lobby, we actually have a lot of people here tonight, so big shout out to all of the drivers here that made it to Heat 1 of 3, where we have Rowdy Burns, Savage Revenge, Daryl, Ridge Raider, Wooly, Baza, Igorski, J-Rod, Spapod, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Canadian driver. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. We got Knuckles, we got Presidio Dog, Robo Sport, Corey Hack, PX7 John, and ETH Lead. Of course, now all representing their home countries and representing their home teams as well. So good to see a huge turnout here tonight. And let's actually see what is actually going to be like out there on the track as well. So it's going to be a little bit different on this one. And it looks like we are out there battle. Actually, it always does that. Sorry about that, guys. But we're actually seeing a quick battle between ETH Lee and also Babst as they make their way down towards turn 1. And looks like Babst is the one to come out on top. And it's going to be an extraordinary race, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 races here tonight, and I am very, very excited for this one. I'm actually looking at the Twitch as well. I actually have some people on my Twitch channels as well to give GT Champions a little bit more publicity, and also it builds my brand as well. So I really do appreciate that. Can anyone join us? Of course you can actually sign up, but I think the sign up delay is actually over at this point, and we're just here to start the race. But I'm very, very excited. A new game, Gran Turismo 7, ladies and gentlemen, had their issues at the beginning of the season, but I think so far through time they're going to be different updates, going to improve the gameplay, and I cannot wait to see what they bring on the table of Gran Turismo. But ladies and gentlemen, for the first lineup is going to be a tough one out there today for these drivers, and of course with them also comes with some regulations as well. So we're going to quickly take that off so you can actually see this real quick. So as we are here in the Porsche 911 RSR from 2017, all of the drivers out there with their own custom-made liveries. We see some RWBs, of course, GT Champions powered by RWB, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I'm very, very excited. The qualifying rules, though, all drivers can use whatever tire or strategy they want to set their fastest time in practice, and that will be set, and that would actually set the grid for the start of qualifying. Of course, Heat Race 1 of 3 is going to be a long stream, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can see you all here until the end. But ladies and gentlemen, I am actually very excited. It's been so long since I've been out here in GT Champions, and I am very, very humbled and very, very grateful to be back. But let's actually get a quick look of these cars, actually, ladies and gentlemen, as there's a lot of let's say a lot of creative freedom for these drivers, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. This RWB Porsche that Presidio Dog is running looks absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. Also Hypre on the hood, as well as the Porsche Cup being powered by the Hypre team, and honestly, love to see it. As we also have KNU in their GT Champions in their Porsche. It looks very, very nice. A nice black and white layout as he's parked right next to Higginbotham. As that is actually a pretty nice white and red for that Porsche. But yeah, I actually was talking with Presidio Dog earlier today, and I said I'm actually gonna see what was gonna be my favorite looking Porsche out here today. I actually really love this one from Corey Hack 77. Looks very, very nice. I actually really like that one. Of course, the proud Canadian of of Pabst, as he runs the Tim Hortons. Man, I haven't had Tim Hortons in so long. Like, I'm hoping to go out to Canada either this summer or if not during Christmas. And honestly, I cannot wait to have that as well as they enter the pit lane. Now we have Savage Revenge out there as well in a nice black and green Porsche, and that's actually a very nice look for that car. I actually really like the design of that as they make their way through. A little bit of scratches on the front right, so it looks like they collected a little bit of damage to that Porsche. As we also have a few other people joining in. We actually have Smokin' Holt with a nice just fully blue car with a few hints of green with high pre and different logos on there. We have Robbo in his Porsche, and I gotta love that one as well. Nice and symmetrical throughout the car. A very, very beautiful design. Love to see that. Higginbotham, we actually saw his car earlier. After looking at someone else's car, we actually see Rowdy Burns with, oh, this is an interesting one for the Porsche. Looks fierce as the red, white, and blue going across the Porsche, and I really, really love that there. I really do, actually. And ART Wooly, I have a lot of respect for this man here, ART Wooly, as he is rocking the United Kingdom design on that Porsche, and he's actually the main person that actually introduced me to GT Champions, so a lot of respect for that man. I actually heard that he was actually doing a race actually a few minutes ago, actually, on their respective league. And yeah, going back-to-back races, especially right after a very good race from what I've been told, is going to be representing GT Champions and their league here tonight. We also see PX7 John actually right on the tail end of J-Rod. Of course, J-Rod being one of the top performing drivers, actually the champion in the World Cup in the GTC3 division. I know that personally because I was the one that did the commentary, and he did an exceptional job. I can definitely say that. Then we have ETH Lee out there with a nice black, white, and pink with a little bit of like a semi-sticker bomb design on that Porsche. I really love that, actually. Average Tom says high pre-livery, best livery, hashtag bias. Love that, of course. Average Tom being part of high pre, and actually as you are in here, actually, Tom, a lot of people at home didn't actually know this, but Average Tom actually made me some extraordinarily beautiful liveries for my GT7 cars, and I was a very, very happy customer. It looks absolutely impeccable, and I loved it, Average Tom. So again, thank you so much. But yeah, it looks like we're about a few minutes away before we actually start the first heat race. 1 hour racing here at Lago Maggiore, Maggiore, I think. Is it Maggiore or Maggiore? I am so messed up with the pronunciation. I'm sorry, guys, it's my accent, and it's just how I see the word. Of course, we are here in Italy to kick off the first qualifying race. So it's a little bit different, actually. So basically, these drivers right now are actually setting up their time, their qualifying time for the actual first heat race, which would then see where they qualify in which division. So a little bit of a qualifying inception here tonight in GT Champions, and you just gotta love to see that, in my opinion. You love to see that. Always love to see that. But of course, as these drivers make their way around, we're actually gonna go on board with the current pole sitter, the Canadian of Pabst, as they make their way around the final corner. And you can actually see the amount of buttons that are inside that Porsche, so it can get very confusing in some cases. But as we are on board with him, we're actually going to get a brief description of the track as we make our way around turn 1 and then a hairpin around turn 2. A very, very difficult corner to get right. We'll easily go into that grass, but Paps is able to stay within track limits. Now coming towards turn 3 and 4. A little S as they come down the long straight, the downhill elevation. And it's a nice straight, actually. You can carry a lot of speed into those corners as you make your way now towards turn 5 and no, turn 6, sorry. And then now a slight right-hander up ahead of turn 7, down into the S's as you enter sector 2. So now you have turn 8, now turn 9. Try to fight those G-forces, get those rubbers nice and warm as they make their way around the circuit. Currently a purple sector 1 could be a very, very good lap here from Pabst. Only a few seconds away from the 116s. Currently a 117.422 for Pabst. And let's see what time the Canadian can represent here tonight for GT Champions as he sprints towards the timing line. And it's going to be just missing out with a 117. Actually, no, it was a 118.054. So it looked like he lost a lot of time there in Sector 2, hoping to improve on that. And Smoking Hold, good awareness from that man right there, as he's able to move out of the way to let the speedy Canadian through. But yeah, that's going to be the track layout, ladies and gentlemen. Only a few more minutes left until we start the first race. And here we go. Grab your starting tires and head to Sector 1, ladies and gentlemen, as this is going to be it. Qualifying, I believe, is over at this point, and I think we are going to be here for an extraordinary race. You can see Presidio make his way now towards turn 1 and 2. And he's actually doing very well, hugging those apexes, staying on the throttle. The Porsche is actually having a heavy rear end, so these drivers really, against all odds, is able to keep a lot of pace into these corners. As you can see, you can actually hear the rubber screech on the track, and you just gotta love to see the dedication of all of these drivers. Presidio needs to improve by around a tenth as he drifts off towards turn 6, and that is a huge smoke blow. And looks like he has a broken engine there. A lot of smoke coming off of that Porsche. So it looks like it was a heavy hit. Yeah, stopped now, but hopefully he's going to be okay. KNU just crossed the line to make his way into that front row with a what time is that actually? So it's 4:74. So it's around a 117.896 for the Porsche driver right there of KNU. So a good time right there. But I think this is going to round it off here, ladies and gentlemen. And I am very, very excited to kick this off. We're just seconds underway to go. So we're going to actually just wait for those drivers to get that sorted. And as they do, we're going to be staying right here in the lobby. Just to wait and see when we start. But yeah, again, guys, I hope you guys are all excited as I am to kick this off. The GT Champions Porsche Cup qualifier to see which division you'll be seeing yourselves in. And it's going to be a great one. From 1st to 5th, we'll be in Division 1. From 6th to 10th in Division 2. And from 11th to 15th in Division 3. Of course, these drivers are trying to get into that first division, so they establish themselves as one of the best here in GT Champions. But also, it is going to be, so far from what I've been told, the only division that will actually be broadcasted. So it's going to be a tough one for them now, and we're just seconds underway. So let me actually go back out there to see when we start. As you can see, a lot of those drivers actually out there, as I take off that and put that back on. There we go. So you can actually see that a lot of the drivers out there having themselves a good time, just parking themselves in Sector 1 just so they have their established tires to start the race. A lot of them parked up a beautiful camera angle that we're having from the trackside photographers, as all of the Porsches, well, most of the Porsches line up into turn 2 right before turn 3. And you know what? That's got to be one of the best scenes that you can see here. Just the beautiful mountainscape. And we are going to be starting very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. So put your hands together as we are about to kick off the first heat race. 1 hour race. Is going to be one mandatory pit stop, as you see all of the drivers out there. And I don't think Savage Revenge actually caught the memo. Darrow tried to park himself in there, but a little bit of a mix setup there. Benjo, let's go. Hopefully YouTube stream is working better. Yeah, hopefully, man. It's a bit finicky on my end. I do apologize for that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful Saturday, and we're about to kick this off in a few minutes time, I do believe. As you can see, another Porsche carries on through and parks themselves right next to the pack, and that is a beautiful scene, I gotta say. Just takes your breath away, and I know my breath will be taken away as I'm doing commentary for a long time here. But yeah, this is gonna be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. And actually, as we wait for these drivers to get themselves sorted and get themselves ready for the race, we're actually gonna get a quick ad by Hypre themselves, actually, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just gonna hear about Hypre and see exactly what they're all about. You guys are gonna love it. Don't go anywhere. Oh, sorry guys, we're gonna have to cut that a little bit short. I thought we had enough time, but it looks like it's about to kick off here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how these drivers take it now. The driver lineup on the right with the regulations on the left. Let's see who's gonna have an amazing start here as we kick this off in a few seconds time. 3, 4, 5, red lights and green, go, go, go! As all the drivers make their way towards turn 1. Corey did not have a good start that they were looking for, and Presidio able to make their way into the inside and push into turn 1, now towards second. And now still going to side to side with KNU, and is able to hold on to that second place. Corey's trying to make up that position again as John is hit with a 3-second time penalty. Looks like he had a collision with someone into turn 1 and 2. You can see all of these Porsches really trying to give each other the space. Love the sportsmanship out there, as there's a little bit of contact with John and Lee as they make their way through. But what a lead for Babst out there, ladies and gentlemen, as we go 3 wide into the sweeping right-hander, and John is able to make his way up to P5. Lee and Darrow finding themselves as they still go side to side. Darrow with the better line around the outside, now coming towards the S's, and they're going to go side to side. A little bit of contact between those two drivers, and Lee is able to push his way now up to 6th. Now we see Darrow down to 7th. J-Rod right behind him as well in that 8th place position as they make their way through. Now we see near the back Rowdy Burns trying to defend against Robbo as well, as he's looking on the inside here. Is he going to make the dive bomb? Oh, a little bit of contact between them as he sticks his nose in, and they're still going side to side. Oh, and who is that slowing down a little bit? And it's going to be John, after serving that time penalty, now finds himself down to 9th as Rowdy Burns coming around the outside to potentially take the position down towards turn 1. Can he have it here? And he has gotten it. What an overtake right there. And what defense actually from John, actually, as Rowdy Burns is able to get ahead of Robbo. Robbo actually down to 12 after being overtaken by Higgin. Now we see near the back Matthias and also Savage Revenge coming around that corner. Robbo collects himself a little bit of grass into that corner. But again, let's go back up to the front here, ladies and gentlemen, as they kick off. Babs with an extraordinary lead in this race here. Extraordinary. By over, just under actually 3 seconds off of Presidio. So that is a beautiful lead right there, as we see Darrow trying to defend against J-Rod. And you can see right behind them as well, Wooly trying to defend against KNU and PX7 John as they go side to side. A little bit of contact between John. He's able to save it, and Rowdy Burns able to make up for that contact as he moves now up to P9, sorry. Oh, and Rowdy really mistimes that braking zone there and gets himself a 2-second time penalty. He's going to have to serve that in this race. And that's going to be giving Higginbotham the opportunity to get that position back. We also see near the back with Savage Revenge having himself a time penalty, and that's going to be unfortunate for them. But look at this battle in the mid-pack. You can see Wooly trying to defend against him, and actually we're going to go on board with KNU as they make their way through now towards turn 3 and now 4, and you can see Wooly trying to defend against the KNU, trying to fight against that dirty air on his set of tires, and it could be different strategies out here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, a one stop, I believe it's a one mandatory pit stop in this race, as we see John make his way up to 8th on the inside of KNU. And that was a beautiful overtake, I gotta say. Beautiful overtake. And there you go, John now on the inside of Wooly. A little bit of contact between the two, but John is able to move his way now up to 7th. A little bit of friendly nudging, and he's able to make up the position. Now Wooly right on the tail as he is trying to fight his way up as well. And he doesn't look like he's going to be able to get the position for the time being, but definitely later on. But again, Pabst actually almost recreating his quali lap with the 117.554, the current fastest lap out there. And honestly, you got to love to see it right now, ladies and gentlemen. You got to love to see it. Now a little bit up, a little bit further actually up the field. Not too far though. 5th place as we see J-Rod and Daryl have themselves a little bit of a battle. And you can see how close they are getting. Daryl trying to stay within that slipstream of J-Rod to carry him through all of this track. Oh, a little bit of a wide exit there for Daryl. Could be looking at time pounding, I'm not too sure. But stays on the track now as he rejoins. And now the sweeping right-hander, you can see Daryl closing the gap, getting himself a little bit of downforce and taking a little bit of a wider corner there as J-Rod starts to drive away with that 5th place. And now comes down to the S's. Let's see how heavy that dirty air is on Daryl. And you can see he is struggling to stay right behind as that dirty air is crucial for the defending of the position. And you can see now Daryl is now being caught up by John right behind him as they make their way through. John looking on the inside potentially, decides to back out of it as it would have been too ambitious, but is going to play it a little bit more patient. That's the thing about this race as well, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 1-hour race, and of course it's going to be difficult out there for all these drivers, as it is not a sprint race, 1-hour race. It's actually more of a marathon than anything. Benja, so keen for my heat. I'm up early watching you guys. Thank you so much, Benja. Really appreciate the support from everyone back at home. But honestly, what a race! What a race that we are witnessing so far today. And honestly, you gotta love to see it now as they make their way through. We're also seeing just up ahead as the grid starts to get a little bit spread out. John is still trying to find that perfect racing line to catch Daryl in a bad racing line. As you can see now, separated by around 4/10, coming down towards the S's in the middle part of the track. And John is right on his tail as Daryl tries to fight and drive away. John now right behind him, 2/10 as they make their way down towards the hairpin. Is John gonna get desperate and make the move? No, he is not. He's going to try and catch him on the exit. A little bit of a wider entrance. Now a narrow exit. It's going to be a switchback for John as he's looking for the position. And he has gotten it. A beautiful overtake there as Daryl slots right behind for that slipstream. As he's now looking towards turn 1. Is it going to be a comeback into that corner? No. John slams the door shut as he makes his way into P6. A beautiful overtake, catching Daryl out. As we now see KNU trying to catch Wooly out as there's major contact between the two down towards turn 2. Oh, and Wooly returns the favor. Now towards turn 3 as things are kicking off. That's going to be giving Botham the opportunity, and KNU with that dive as well on Wooly is unfortunately hit with a 3-second time penalty. And that's the one thing as well, you want to play it a little bit more patient, keep it calm as you make your way through, and it's just going to be nice and simple. It's a marathon, not a sprint race, but a lot of these drivers trying to get an early start in the lead, but KNU just throwing away his chances at this point with that time penalty. Joshua Monfort in the chat as well. Yo, how you doing, my man? Welcome to GT Champions, presented by RWB Racing, and of course powered by Hypre, as we make our way through. And there you go, KNU is going to be serving that time penalty. Right behind him, actually, we guys see Rowdy Burns and Robbo try to make themselves have a good battle for P11, as Robbo's now coming around the final corner, having a little bit of slipstream off of Rowdy Burns. And now with them seeing KNU have himself an incident with that time, is now going to be looking at a 5-way battle against ART Wooly for the 8th place position. And they are doing some extraordinary things. Oh, Joshua's Big Red. Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. But yeah, how you guys doing back at home? It's been some extraordinary racing. Wooly have himself a huge scene there towards turn 5, is able to hold on to it, but I think Higginbotham might be looking at getting the position here. He's looking for the inside. He can't stick his nose in, and you can see KNU the tail as well. And we're actually going to go on board on the helmet cam to see what exactly he is facing here. You can see Higginbotham right there ahead. A little bit of a slide through turn 7 or 8. Well, 7, 8, now 9. And you can see KNU really fighting against those G-forces, trying to turn that wheel to keep that Porsche going. And now on the uphill, he's looking for the move. He's looking on the inside. Can he make it? He brakes a little bit later. He's able to make the move. Higginbotham now down to P10. Oh, right behind him, Robbo and Rowdy Burns having himself an incident there. And Rowdy Burns able to hold off against Robbo. Let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen, as things are really kicking off. Extraordinary scenes here as Higginbotham now down to P11, now P10, back up to P. They're all changing positions here, ladies and gentlemen. Higginbotham actually had a huge missed time on that braking zone towards turn 1, as he is now right ahead of Rowdy Burns. Now up ahead of them, ART Wooly still holds on to the 8th place position. Let's see up ahead. I'm seeing a spin, and it's going to be PX7 John, as he has spun around turn 6. And that makes him down towards P7. Very unfortunate. Looked like he had himself a little bit of a battle with J-Rod up ahead, as they went side to side. Maybe even Lee, I'm not too sure. We can't really use the instant replays like GTS. They haven't implemented that yet. But honestly, you got to see it. You got to love to see the dedication of these drivers. But now let's go back up to the front here, ladies and gentlemen. What a lead from Pabst, as he is in the lead now by almost 10 seconds, just over 9 seconds off of Presidio Dog, and that has got to be what you love to see here, ladies and gentlemen. Nice move, Nux, says Benjo, as he celebrates in the chat. But now you can really see all of these drivers getting close to each other now. Close quarter racing, you just gotta love to see that as well. KNU now right on the tail end of Wooly, as KNU is trying to make up the position. Every single time he made the position came down to a dive bomb and a time penalty as well. So he's gonna be a little bit more cautious on this next attempt as they make their way through potentially. But let's see how these drivers take it now. KNU coming down towards turn 6. As he takes a wide line to carry a lot more momentum into that corner. Could be catching out Wooly towards the S's. Let's see how he takes it now. Has a faster line through that corner. Now behind him by just under 3/10, now towards 4 to give each other enough space. As Wooly has a little bit of a wide entrance there. KNU could be making up that position, as he's now having to slipstream down towards the hairpin of the final corner. Can he get it done as they make their way through? He's looking on the inside. They're side to side here, and he's able to get it nice and clean this time. No contact between the two, and KNU goes up to P8. A beautiful overtake there from KNU. Now back up, actually right behind them as well, actually, Rowdy Burns and Robbo still having themselves a good battle in P10 and, well no, P11 and P12. Savage Revenge trying to catch up as well in that P13, as Robbo has a huge incident, goes into the wall in the exit turn 2. Savage Revenge almost doing the same thing, almost replicating that, but he's able to hold on and stay in P13. Very unfortunate right there. Smoke'em Holt really struggling to find the pace, only setting around a 122.264 for that Porsche. As we go back up, the fastest lap so far at 117.554. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, you have got to love this sort of racing. Back and forth battles over the field. And I just saw something near the back. ETH Lee is in the grass down towards the end of the S's. And that is going to be major damage to that Porsche. As you can see, a lot of disforming on that front bumper, especially that left side. As he's coming down towards the hairpin, he's really struggling to get the grip there. You can really see as Willie is right on the tail end, carrying a lot more speed into that corner. But Lee now going to be rejoining in the very, very huge disappointment there for Lee, as he was having such an amazing race. Just saw the cursor on the screen as he spins around. Can't really do the instant replays again, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for that, but the game developers haven't implemented that yet into the game. Now we're actually seeing Wooly right on the tail end of Lee as they make their way through. And it's so far an extraordinary race to kick off GT Champions once again. The Porsche Cup presented by the RWB Racing Team, and of course powered by Hypre. So again, thank you guys so much for building GT Champions up, and let's keep on building as well. But let's see this now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Who is your favorite driver out there on the field? I want to hear from you guys in the chat. I'm seeing some for Knox. I'm seeing some for Igorski out there. I want to hear from you guys. I want to see what you guys think. Sophia Williams in my Twitch. Welcome to GT Champions. Sophia, welcome, as we are here for an extraordinary race to kick off the Porsche Cup here at Lago Maggiore. I have no idea. Maggiore, I think it's Maggiore. I think that's how you say it. And of course, well, there you go. Let's go RWB and RSR, says Benjo. Go Presidio, says Dasmanian. We also see Tom representing Hypre as well. Benjo saying Presidio gotta be hot favorite considering he didn't race last season. Yeah, exactly. He actually did commentary for Division 1 actually of the GT Champions World Cup, where I did Division 3. Tatiana did Division 2. Of course, a very, very respected woman on the track as well. Will be taking place. Well, actually, will be partaking in the All-Star race for GT Champions, which, if you guys didn't know, from all 4 divisions, from GTC 1 to GTC 4, the best performing drivers and the commentators will be taking themselves into the race, where I'm actually will not be racing, even though I did just say commentators will be getting into the race, as one commentator does have to sit back and actually do the commentary, and that will be from me, ladies and gentlemen, and that will take place next week, Saturday as well. So if you guys want to keep yourself updated on everything, you know exactly what to do. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we can actually see the drivers up ahead. Daryl trying to defend against PX7 John as they make their way through. Hypre in the chat. Hypre, welcome, my friend. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming in. Really do appreciate you helping GT Champions as well. Thought he was PX7. Is it not PX7? So John is part of Hypre. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Representing you pretty well. I'm representing D44 and Toolshed and Spy. Oh, D4. Okay, says Average Tom. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do have 3 heat races here today for GT Champions for the Porsche Cup as well. So it's going to be a 1-hour race here tonight, with also 2 more 2 more races coming up, so we're gonna be here for a long day, but it's gonna be a very enjoyable day as well, ladies and gentlemen. But look at that lead now. We actually see Corey Hack right on the tail end of Presidio Dog, and we're gonna stay on this battle as it's a battle for P2 here, ladies and gentlemen. So keen for the All-Star race. Anyone wanting to mix it up with GTC should check out the website and find the Discord. Super friendly and awesome to race with. Exactly, Benjo. If you guys are wondering, the GT Champions what's it called, website, where you get all of the Porsche Cup, the last season's World Cup, also the All-Star. If you want to see all of that information, plus the Discord information, please make your way towards www.gtchampions.com, and also join the community both on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. Same with High Pre as well, ladies and gentlemen. As if you want to see them, of course, you could actually make their way down towards their Instagram of High Pre. Same goes with Twitter and their website of www.highpre.com.mx. Don't forget that .mx as well to see what High Pre is all about. Thank you so much. Could you turn off? Oh, okay. No worries, I just got that message. Hell yeah, awesome signing, bro. Oh, yep, John, representing High Pre in this one, as well as Tom here, Average Viper in Group 2. Yeah, I actually have a lot of respect and love for Average Viper, as he was able to make my liveries, actually, for my GT7 cars. And now we could be seeing the lapped car of Smoking Holt now has to respect the blue flags. The blue flag is being waved for the blue car, ironic in that. And Smoking Holt needs to yield to let both Presidio Dog and Corey Hack through as they make their way through. I'm not too sure yet. Gonna give Presidio a little bit of slipstream as he now pulls off onto the inside to let Presidio through. And it's the first pit stop of the race here, ladies and gentlemen. Pabst now into the pit lane on his old set of softs, will be potentially going on a set of mediums. And around 50%, around like the halfway point of the fuel as well. Same with Presidio as to make their way through. And now Corey Hack is going to continue on pressing on as he is happy with his pace and doing an exceptional job as well. Pabst now making his way out on the pit lane with a new set of softs actually, and no additional fuel, so just a tire change. Is the opposite of Lightning McQueen actually. Instead of no tires, just gas. No gas, just tires. As he makes his way out, J-Rod as well making the way past Presidio Dog, as well as Daryl and John. And now Presidio Dog hit with a 3-second time penalty coming back out of that pit lane, and he is now going to be losing that 6th place to KNU once he serves it as well, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just queuing in, I do want to remind you guys to welcome all of the new people down to the GT Champions, both YouTube, Facebook, all of that good stuff. Please go give a follow, as well as the Instagram and their Twitter. And so you're notified every single time GT Champions goes live, as well as updates on the league as a whole. Go down to their Discord as well. Cannot encourage that even more, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee's a man's best friend right there, says Benjo. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be here for a while, Benjo, so I definitely have my cup of coffee, I can tell you that. As with you saying that, I get myself a quick swig. And now serving that time penalty. Corey Hack now into the pit lane. Is Presidio gonna come ahead of Corey Hack as he switches to a set of mediums? And he does not. KNU in P6, Presidio Dog down to P7, and Corey Hack up to P5. Presidio Dog has now been overtaken by Corey Hack down into the pit lane. No, not the pit lane infringement for Presidio. Yeah, it looks like he crossed that white line on the pit exit, and that now moves him down into provisional P3. Now back up the field, Pabst has already made his pit stop and is leading by around 11 seconds. Once J-Rod will have his pit stop with Daryl and PX7 John, is going to be an extraordinary lead. So far, coming off of Corey Hack, Paps is actually ahead by around 15.8 seconds in this race. So Paps is on a whole other level compared to the other drivers here tonight, and that could be a definite Division 1 driver. Of course, there's drivers out here today trying to improve, trying to see where they line up on the field. And J-Rod now ahead of Daryl and John, as that three-way battle for second place is going to brew up even more. Spider Team as well in the chat, some great racing. Hannah as well, this is great racing. You just gotta love great racing, ladies and gentlemen. It's just extraordinary to see the amount of dedication all of these drivers put themselves through on the track. And you just gotta love to see the dedication and the skills of these drivers as well as they make their way through. A lot of clean overtakes, a lot of questionable ones, but overall it's been a respectable race, and I just love to see that, and I love to be a part of it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, Spider Team, accompanied by some great commentary from Justin. Thank you so much, Banjo. How good are some of those liveries? Yeah, I was actually describing them earlier today, and I actually want to hear from you guys. Actually, right before we actually had the race start, while they were doing their qualifier for the Porsche Cup qualifier heat race, I want to hear from you guys. Who do you guys think has the best livery out there? So we're gonna go down the pecking order. So we have Pabst in the Canadian inspired livery on his Porsche. Tim Hortons as well, of course. A very successful coffee / bakery chain, I believe. I know I mainly go there for the coffee when I was in Canada. Hell, I've even had 2-hour training sessions around this place from Honka a few hours ago. Yeah, John for sure says Tom. Oh, we're looking at a battle between Presidio Dog and KNU down towards turn 2. Now coming up towards turn 3, Presidio is able to go on the inside of KNU on his new set of softs, and he is able to make up the position up to P6. An extraordinary overtake for Presidio Dog, keeping the clean race between him and KNU. And he is now up to P6. Now seeing Corey right ahead of him. Now you see John actually have himself a little bit of a drift corner of turn 6. Heat 2 Mazda best livery. Well, let's see how it looks actually, because we're gonna have a poll. Well, not a poll, but I want to hear from you guys actually to see who do you think has the best livery. So as there's no battles going on the field for the time being, we're gonna quickly go through. So of course, Pabst with the Canadian-inspired Tim Hortons car livery. We also see J-Rod with a little bit of a colorful scheme to his Porsche, as we see Daryl right behind him as well, a nice blue, orange, and black for that one. Then we have John as he goes into the pit lane. We're gonna check back with him later. We have Corey with his beautiful blue and white Porsche out there. We also see Presidio right behind him with a nice, and I gotta say, symmetrical and intricate design. Actually, it's a symmetrical / intricate design on that Porsche. A nice white, blue, and red. Of course, the red, the RWB, giving it the name. KNU right behind him with a nice, slick and clean black and white with a little bit of a red trim on the side rails for that Porsche. We also see Wooly right behind him as well with a nice and beautiful, I gotta say, beautiful British flag inspired, well, Union Jack inspired livery out there. You also see Higginbotham in his nice red, black, and white Porsche in P8. We also see Rowdy Burns with a nice RWB inspired as actually RWB actually, is it? No, it's just a red, white, and blue actually for Rowdy Burns as he makes his way through a beautiful car, I gotta say. Then we have Savage Revenge with a nice black and green, currently in P10. While he is actually struggling with his set of tires, we're actually seeing John coming up on the inside here as well on his music themed Porsche out there with a nice white, blue, and lime green. A very nice color scheme, I gotta say, with that. Then we see Lee trying to look on the inside of Savage Revenge, and he's able to make up the position around the outside now, coming towards the hairpin, as he has a nice black, pink, and white designed Porsche. And then we have Robbo as well, and in P13 a nice blue, white, and black as he makes his way through. and then Smoking Hold as well. Currently the slowest car out there on the track, but still giving it his all with a nice and clean, simple blue design right there, a nice royal blue. So far I'm looking at a lot of Johns out there, and yeah, I gotta say, John's livery does look extraordinarily well. Those high pre-liveries are hot, says Benjo as well. The high pre-liveries are extraordinary out there. Love those RSR Porsches. Yeah, honestly, those are these Porsches, man. They are a pretty. How would you guys describe it? Actually, I'd like to say a pretty iconic racing car. The Porsche manufacturers. Benjo gameplay footage. A little bit of jokes in the chat, of course. Oh, and we're actually looking at a battle for a potential third here between Corey Hack and Presidio as they make their way through. Corey Hack right ahead of him, as he is now trying to creep up against Daryl as well in that second place. Daryl still yet to make that pit stop as they make their way through. Sorry, I gotta take myself a little bit of a quick swig. There we go. Mazda says very understeery. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. But I think the top end speed for that Porsche really makes up for it, in my opinion. As we also see Presidio right on the tail end. Look how close these drivers are coming towards the S's, as it is actually coming down to potentially the near end of this race here, ladies and gentlemen. And they are doing an exceptional job out on the field. Chris, also known as Presidio Dog, is looking around the outside of Corey Hack, now looking on the inside. He's making the dive. Has he gotten the position as he looks around the inside of the sweeping right-hander of the hairpin down towards the finishing straight? They still go side to side. It's a sprint race. It's a drag race down this finishing straight, as Daryl now right ahead of him, giving Presidio Dog a little bit of slipstream. And Presidio Dog, ladies and gentlemen, up to P3, provisional P2, as Daryl still leads that battle in P2, actually. And Pabst, what a lead that man has had. I think that's the second time he's actually overtaken Smoking Hold in this race. Of course, Smoking Hold struggling a little bit here at the track, but he's still doing an exceptional job, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry guys, I got called into work. I couldn't make the session. No worries, Baza. No worries, my man. It's very unfortunate that you couldn't make it, but hey, it's still love to have you in here as well. But what an overtake there from Presidio Dog, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, as Corey Hack is struggling to try and keep that pace as well, as Presidio Dog is now right on the tail end of Daryl in P2. Pretty sure Daryl's still yet to make that mandatory pit stop in this race. And you just gotta love to see the battles out here. Presidio Dog now looking around the outside. Daryl takes the defensive line on the inside here as they make their way through. Has he held the position? Presidio Dog around the outside. A little bit of a shake-up from Daryl there, as Presidio Dog goes for a switchback down towards the finishing straight. They go side to side. Can the new softs of Presidio go up against Daryl's old set of tires towards turn 1? Daryl tries to defend, a little bit of a later braking on that inside, and he's able to shut the door. Corey Hack as well, getting himself involved in that battle, as he's right on the tail end of Presidio, and Daryl holds on to P2. An extraordinary battle between these three drivers as they're battling out for the podium positions. Love, love, love to see that as well, ladies and gentlemen. Right behind them as well, I gotta say, Wooly and J-Rod are getting pretty close out there. Very good rivals, actually, ladies and gentlemen, as them two were challenging for the championship of GTC 3 World Cup. And J-Rod was actually the one to come out on top, and Wooly unfortunately did miss out on it after losing a little bit of pace at Le Mans. But yeah, still did an exceptional job. Finds himself here today in the same old story, as Presidio Dog carries a lot of speed into those S's. Now going side to side. Now he has the inside line as he tries to defend that P2, and Daryl can't do nothing about it, ladies and gentlemen. Presidio Dog now into second. A beautiful overtake right there, ladies and gentlemen, as he is able to make up the position. Now we see Corey Hack as well. Look at that livery right there. I didn't even see there was a little bit of yellow and red on that car. I love that. I love that, actually. That little bit of a hint of yellow. A very good aspect to that car. But you can see now these three drivers giving it their all, and is getting pretty close to see who will be the one to come out on top. Well, actually, to come out in the podiums in the first heat race. It looks like Baptist has an extraordinary lead now as he coming down towards the hairpin, now ahead by around 30, well, just under 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And you got to enjoy that right there. You got to enjoy that. We also see Daryl now trying to defend against Corey now, as we are currently on the rear view of Daryl. And you can see how close these drivers are getting through these S's, and how much dirty air is coming off of that car as well, as Corey Hack is really struggling with that dirty air, as he is now behind by around 1.5 seconds. And you can see Corey Hack trying to get the better line there, carrying a lot of momentum into these corners, now in P4, and you can really see them give it their all to see who's going to be the one to come out on top. Presidio is able to drive away a little bit ahead of Daryl by around 2.2 seconds, as we just had a disconnect, I do believe, ladies and gentlemen. As I do believe we just had a disconnect, very unfortunate there. But the show must go on as well, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm also seeing a few position changes near the back. I'm going to have to check that as well, and it's going to be... Oh, look at this! John and Rowdy Burns having themselves a battle, and right behind them as well, Lee and KNU, as there's a four-way battle for P9, well, P8, sorry. And it's getting really close out there. KNU trying to defend against Lee towards turn 2, as he now has P10 right on the tail end of Rowdy. If he gets down to that P11, he'll be in Division 3. If he stays in P10, he will go up to Division 2. So now to see who'll be in Division 3, who'll be in Division 2. KNU defending. Lee is now trying to get the switchback. He's trying to stick his nose in, decides to back out of it, getting very close with those two drivers as well. Now we're going to go back up the field as we see Corey Hack right on the tail end of Daryl. He has the slipstream down the finishing straight. Can he make his way past on the inside? He's gaining a lot with that slipstream, but Daryl holds on still in that P3 position. Still yet to make that pit stop, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. But he is he's defying all odds with old tires. He's able to keep on that throttle and keep that grip on the field. As we also see, so it was Smoking Holtz who disconnected. Very unfortunate for that man right there. But honestly, gotta love to see the battles over the field here, ladies and gentlemen. Really gotta love to see that. As Corey Hack now right on the tail end of Daryl as they make their way through. You can really see that Corey Hack is trying to get the position here, trying to get that the better racing line to carry a lot more momentum into these corners. But Daryl is just defending very, very well out here, ladies and gentlemen. Defending like a true champion. And now right behind him as well, we actually missed the overtake on J-Rod on Wooly. And Wooly now down to P6 after a few laps earlier, actually, ladies and gentlemen. We actually saw Wooly ahead of J-Rod trying to defend. But his set of tires is really struggling to keep the grip as J-Rod drives off a little bit. Now near the back as well. Oh, actually, no. We're going to go back here, ladies and gentlemen. Daryl is taking the inside line to defend. Corey Hack is really struggling to keep that pace there to try and get past Daryl. Daryl's still yet to make a pit stop. And Corey Hack just really struggling, even with the newer set of tires. And it just makes you question that if that dirty air is the real reason why he's still behind him, because he is struggling to get past, or should I say is now going to look to get past as he's right on the tail end. Now tries to look around the outside, switches to the inside, last second, sticks his nose in. Has he made the position? Finally, Daryl able to try and get the switchback. Cannot get that much grip into that corner, but he's still going to try and fight side to side through the S's. Let's see who's going to be the one to come out on top, and it's going to be Corey Hack, ladies and gentlemen. Up to P3, finally in the podium, and Corey Hack with an exceptional masterclass of racing and patience behind Daryl, as he's now starting to drive away a little bit with that position. Daryl did an exceptional job to defend. Now up ahead, Presidio getting past Savage Revenge, one of the lap cars out there. Now in the mid-pack, we're actually seeing Higginbotham really struggle with the grip there, as John is having the better line. He's looking around the outside. What a move from John! Oh, extraordinary. Sorry guys, with me talking for so long, my throat. Woo! Hold on. Oh man, that hits the spot. What a race that we have witnessed, that we are witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen. Extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. As we also see KNU try to replicate the same success. Let's see if he can be able to move up, and he's able to. Higgin just really showed that he doesn't really have that good traction out there on the field, and KNU just getting through easily up to P8. Exceptional job there from KNU. But now right behind them as well, we also see Rowdy Burns and Robbo still having themselves a good battle. These two have been going at it the entirety of this race. And now coming down towards lap 29, the start of lap 29, these drivers really show their true dedication. And Robbo finally goes on the inside as he made the position. He has here, ladies and gentlemen. Robbo up to P11. Extraordinary, truly extraordinary, and you gotta love to see that. Really do. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all can agree, Paps just had a masterclass of a race. Pure domination in qualifying, pure domination in the heat race, as he is now leading by over half a minute. 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 30 seconds as, oh, and Chris, Presidio Dog has a huge scene there as he spins off the track, tries to rejoin, and now Corey Hack is able to get back into P2. Presidio mistiming the brakes there, having himself a little bit of a drift, and moves down to P3. Huge upset for Presidio Dog. Now we're seeing up ahead, Pabst is going back into the pit lane, potentially for some more fuel and a new set of tires. Now we're seeing Corey Hack coming around the final corner. Is he going to get past Pabst, who needed to get an extra pit stop in this race? Let's see if Corey Hack is going to take the race lead. Does not look like it. Pabst is now making his way down towards turn 1, and he's able to make it up. Presidio Dog and now Daryl both go into the pit lane, with J-Rod moving his way up to P3. And now Wooly, we're coming around the final corner, will move up to P4. Daryl now making his first pit stop in this race, and you gotta commend the effort. Trying to make a one-stop. Wooly as well into the pit lane. Presidio Dog as well. Same goes with Wooly now coming in, and Robbo coming around the final corner as well. Now up ahead of him, actually, we see KNU and John having themselves a battle, as Presidio Dog and Daryl both coming out of the pit lane. Daryl coming out a little bit before Presidio. And now this is where everything is going to spice up, ladies and gentlemen, as we are nearing the 1 hour mark in this race to see who's going to be the one crowned King of Italy here in GT Champions for the first heat race. So far is going to be given to the Canadian of Pabst, as he's been doing an exceptional job out there on the track. I'm trying to see if there's any other battles on the field. I'm not seeing any, so we're going to stay on board with John and KNU down towards the S's, and you can see them, you can actually hear those tires just screeching out in pain, as you see KNU with a newer set of tires trying to creep up as J-Rock goes into the pit lane. So John and KNU will be battling it out for P3 now, as KNU just has a a lot better and a lot faster corner exit there, as John is trying to defend now around the outside. KNU is looking on the inside here. Has he made the position? And yes, he has. KNU with a beautiful break, the timing on the brakes, and now moves up to P3 here, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, as J-Rod comes out of the... Oh, and something has happened to J-Rod, I do believe. Not too sure what happened there with J-Rod, but we're gonna have to check back with him a little bit later on. But now back up to the field, we actually see John starting to lose a lot of pace now on KNU after him making that overtake there. I'm gonna quickly check something real quick, guys. But we're gonna stay on board with this battle as this brews on and on and on for some extraordinary racing. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, the second lobby for the second heat race will be up in around 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So this race could be closing off pretty soon here, as J-Rod is still in the pit lane. Has he had... J-Rod may be suffering the pit glitch. Yeah, he is suffering the pit glitch, and I am very sympathetic because of that, as he is now being overtaken by a lot of the drivers out there. Lee going into the pit lane now. Hopefully he doesn't experience the same as J-Rod, but of course anything can happen. Presidio Dog, after having that unfortunate spin, really finds himself to lose a lot of pace now, down to P6 for Presidio Dog, and Daryl right ahead of him. So Daryl been doing an exceptional job here, ladies and gentlemen. Been doing very well, defending against Corey Hack, defending against Presidio Dog on his old set of mediums, trying to get the one stop to work. Oh, and I think... No, he has not come out yet. Ah, man. He is really suffering from that glitch hard here, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing is, he's been doing an exceptional job, ladies and gentlemen. The GTC3 World Cup champion. And, you know, nothing is going to let him stop. Nothing will stop him. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you guys. Which driver out there, I heard earlier about what drivers you guys will be representing, but I want to hear which drivers out there have really impressed you today. And me personally is going to be Daryl, in my opinion, just defending against some really fast drivers on those old set of mediums. Definitely going to be one of the highlights in this race, in my opinion. But I want to hear from you guys as well. He may still be on track, we just can't see him. It could be that as well. It could be that, as Daryl improves his fastest lap to a 1:18.270. Presidio Dog currently actually lost around 2/10 into that lap, as he is struggling to find the grip here. But now up ahead, John as well, creeping up KNU ahead of him. But KNU just been a lot quicker, actually. His fastest lap was a 1:18.496. His previous lap on lap 33, a 1:18.614, where John was a 1:19.350. So John is really struggling to keep that pace here against KNU. J-Rock gets driver of the session, says Benjo. We might have to check back on that for J-Rod. I do feel so sorry for that man right there. I really do. As we see Savage Revenge currently ahead of Corey Hack as they make their way now towards turn 2 and now turn 3. And Corey Hack needs to give the space here. He has to respect those blue flags and let the faster drivers through. But so far he's able to still hold his own. Corey Hack is gonna have to work for that overtake. And he's currently still in P2 after having Presidio Dog have that spin and lose a lot of pace here. Corey Hack now, what he's trying to do is either one of two things. Stay ahead of Presidio Dogs for when he needs to make another pit stop, he will still come out ahead of him. Or just try to nurse these rubbers, make them last the rest of this race. As you can see, Corey Hack right on the tail end of Savage Revenge. A little bit of a bump, a little bit of a push there from Corey Hack, as he's now looking around the outside. Savage Revenge respecting the blue flags, and he's able to make his way past Corey Hack now. Amazing from that man right there. Pabst as well, right on the tail end of P10 of Robbo, sorry. And now Pabst makes himself a little bit of slipstream. His lap, a 1:17.926. Faster than his fastest lap by around half a second. I mean, no, slower than his fastest lap by around half a second. And it just really shows the skill gap between all of these drivers now. As Joey had himself a little bit of a disconnect as well. But ladies and gentlemen, what a race that we have been witnessing here. I almost pronounced race like waste. Yeah, my R's and my W's, man, I swear. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as the track is spread out a little bit, we're gonna get a quick word from our sponsor of Hypre. So we're gonna be right back after a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was a word from our sponsor of Hypre. If you guys didn't know, a brief description of the Hypre team, if you guys don't know who they are, and Hypre in the chat as well, please solidify if this is correct, and I'm pretty sure this is correct. So if you guys didn't know, Hypre is an international esports team based in Mexico, where their members have experience in the real thing, from coaching to design to photography, FIA administration, and of course real racing. So sorry to see the glitch appear. Wait, there was a glitch? Did oh, so sorry to see the pit glitch appear for a J-Rod. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But as I was saying, FIA administration and of course real racing. Special thanks to Hypre for all of the graphics and also helping out GT Champions with the Porsche Cup, with everything they do. Thank you guys so much for building GT Champions up. Same goes with RWB Racing, who is actually presenting GT Champions here today for the Porsche Cup as well, and powered by Hypre. Both of you guys, thank you guys so much to build up GT Champions, and we hope that we return the favor. But now we are back to racing here, ladies and gentlemen. Go Corey and KNU, yeah boys. Yeah, Corey Hack just been doing an exceptional job in this race. KNU still trying to drive away from John, but John is actually picking up a little bit more pace here. Only lost like around like 3/10 in the last lap, gained around 2/10 in the previous lap after that. So it's a little bit of a back and forth on gaining, losing, where they need to get that consistency and make up those positions, especially for John. KNU, the complete opposite. Keep up that consistency around a 119.0 that he previously just said. Just did a 119.4, as John has actually just improved by 2/10 on that lap. And it's going to be a close one here, ladies and gentlemen, to see who's going to be the one to stay in that podium position now, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a close one. Let's see how these drivers take it now. Doesn't look like anyone is close on the field except for these two. So I want to hear from you guys once again. If you guys are just queuing in, welcome to GT Champions, where we're here for the heat races of the Porsche Cup. Of course, powered by Hypre and presented by RWB Racing. If you guys want to know all of the updates when it comes down How long we got left, bro? I'm actually not too sure. The next lobby, if you are interested, Benjo, the next lobby is actually gonna be made within the next minute or two. So this race could be ending pretty soon, actually, ladies and gentlemen. But as well, it's gonna be a close finish with all of these drivers. So don't go anywhere. And if you guys are interested, I'm gonna be doing commentary for all 3 heats, and it will all be on this video. So once it will end, you will see the be right back message as we get into that new lobby and get ourselves settled for the second heat race of 3. But again guys, thank you so much for coming in and giving the support to GT Champions. And I love that you guys are enjoying the commentary as well. I really do appreciate you guys. I've been recently getting a little bit of a weird mishap with the what's it called, with my commentary, and I really love you guys. I really do. I really do. Babs will make lap 46. Yeah, he might actually, Mazda. He might. He's doing an exceptional race here, the current leader in the heat race, as he's now ahead of Corey Hack by around 22 seconds. So just on different levels from the Canadian out here tonight. I know after this race he's going to be getting a lot of contacts to join certain racing teams. I can definitely tell you that. But he's been doing an exceptional job. The proud Canadian of Pabst. Love to see that. Love to see that. Mr. Pabst looks speedy quick. Yeah, exactly. Pabst's been doing an exceptional job. Commentary's great. Thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate you guys. Really do. But now I'm looking on the field. I'm not seeing any close battles. We still have J-Rod still in that pit lane, and he's hit with a 2-second time penalty as well. So I think he actually might be out there on the track, but we just can't see him. Like you said, my money is on he will make it about 13 seconds. Yeah, echo commentary is on spot. Wait, I have echo? Do I have an echo for you guys? Wait, in J-Rod, you'll be forced to decelerate at the next penalty line. Loving the commentary. Thank you, High Pre. But am I actually having an echo? Like, have I actually been having an echo this whole time? Like, if I have, I am very apologetic about it. I didn't realize I was having an echo. Or do you mean echo like you were just, echoing what Hannah said with commentary being great? I'm not too sure. Haha, nah, echo is slag for I agree. Oh, slang for I agree. Gotcha. Okay. Sorry. Different backgrounds here. Gotcha. Okay. Whew, you made me have a heart attack there, Ryan. You made me have a heart attack there. Whew, man. That scared the crap out of me just then. Oh, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually seeing something on the field. John has lost a lot of pace here on those set of mediums, and Daryl is starting to creep up as he has now just gained around 1 second and 1/10 in the previous lap, and around 2 seconds. No, about a second. Yeah, about 1 second in the previous lap before that as well. Oh, smoke and hold. Yeah, I got disconnected, logged back in just for position. No worries. Keeping you on your toes. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Thank you for that. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing a close battle that could be brewing up later on. Daryl has been improving lap after lap to creep up to John, and with his set of softs compared to John's set of mediums, I think Daryl could be making up the position as the gap now closes down 10th after 10th after 10th. So now John really needs to pick up the pace and really find the crucial grip on those set of mediums, or else Daryl might be making up the positions here. And with everyone being around low fuel loads, I think it could be an early end for John for that P4. I mean, even if he loses the position, he will still be in Division 1, but I'm not too sure. I'm really not too sure. Ryan Collins saying, alright, time for Quali, good luck, yo. Oh, so the lobby has been made, ladies and gentlemen. If you are partaking in the second heat race of GT Champions Porsche Cup, please make your way down. RWB Venom is the host, and when you search it up on GT7, please make sure you have the friends lobbies equipped, so then you'll be able to see it instantly on there. Again, guys, if you are a part of the second heat race, RWB Venom is hosting it, and right after this race is over, ladies and gentlemen, for the first heat race, we'll be back over there for the second heat race, so that will be televised as well. So please, please, please don't forget to just keep on the stream so you're notified every single time GT Champions goes live, and also please make sure that you stay on the screen, because the event is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 more races after this, and so far it's been an extraordinary first race of 3. But now Daryl has really caught up to the back end of John, as it's about to become the final lap, I think, potentially in this race. And we're actually going to go on board with Daryl into this lap, as we are waiting for it all to load in. I'm not too sure what's going on here. Yeah, the game isn't bringing up anything. It's not rendering yet. So we're just gonna go right onto here on John. We can actually see Daryl look on the inside. Is he able to make the move? And he's able to, ladies and gentlemen. Daryl moves up to P4 off of John on this beautiful set of softs. Right ahead of him is going to be the laps car of P12 actually, of Revenge, as he's making his way through. Okay, so it does automatically go there. But yeah, now Daryl going past Savage. Savage respecting the blue flags. Great awareness there for Savage, as Daryl makes his way up to P4. We're also seeing John currently in P5 right behind them as well. But honestly, some extraordinary racing here, ladies and gentlemen. The blue flag is being waved out. But Paps, what a race this man has had here tonight. Fastest lap as well. Both would have technically gained maximum points if this was in the race. Of course, with the heat races here, ladies and gentlemen, just a qualifier to see where they find themselves in which division. Bro, fix your mic. Hold on. If I have my headset plugged into my my controller for a long period of time, it does do that. I do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. It has done that multiple times. I'm still trying to figure out how to fix it. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know there. It just, like, this is why I have that what's it called, the comments on, so if there's any issues with the stream that they can hear, which I don't, it just makes it a better streaming experience and a better racing experience and a viewing pleasure for you guys back at home. So again, thank you so much for that message. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. The checkered flag is being waved. Corey Hack has finished in P2. KNU's going to collect the checkered flag in P3 with Daryl right behind him. Savage is going to be making his way down to P12. And then right behind him is going to be John in P5. Beautiful, beautiful racing. And with John making P5, Presidio P6, from P1 of Baps to John in P5, that is going to be, you're good, no worries, beautiful. That is going to be Division 1. Presidio and Wooly make up Division 2 off of the first heat race, with Higginbotham now coming around the final corner. As Paps, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as he flashes his headlights. The race winner here in the heat race of Paps, as he tops it off with an extraordinary lead and did an extra lap of racing with the timing. Extraordinary right there from Paps, as we just saw Lee cross the line, and now Rowdy Burns. And with that as well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it. That is going to be it for the heat race. I hope you guys have enjoyed J-Rod, with him still being quote-unquote pitted. And he just crosses the line in P12 from what it looks like. So that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That rounds up the first heat race. Again, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed Paps with an extraordinary masterclass on the field. Beautiful, beautiful scenes. Now, I'm going to put up the be right back screen because I'm going to have to be right back as we will be going into the second heat race. So again, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break. Okay, guys, I just checked this. Oh. Hey guys, I just checked this out. It's gonna take a little bit longer because I need to restart the app on my PlayStation, but we're gonna still be live, so don't worry about